The Alldus podcast is brought to you by Alldus International, supplying your expert AI and digital transformation staffing needs across the US and Europe. Today, you are listening to our ServiceNow series, where we interview the best and brightest of the industry to share their story, advice, and views on the exciting world of ServiceNow and digital transformation.
You're listening to the Alldus podcast ServiceNow series. Our guest today is Slesha Fadte. Slesha is a software development manager at Amazon. Slesha, welcome to the show.
Sure. Thanks, John. Hi, all. I'm Slesha Fadte. I'm a software development manager at Amazon, and I work for the information security team at Amazon.
Wonderful.
So coming to my journey, I started off in Goa, which is actually a part of India. And that's where I did my undergrad degree. And that landed me into my first job, where I continued working as a software programmer for around 2.5 years. And after that, I moved to the US for my master's degree. And after completing my master's, I think that kind of opened up a lot of opportunities for me. I was able to work for multiple different Fortune 500 companies. I was able to hold multiple different senior positions, such as solution architect, senior consultant, senior developer, etc. So currently I'm working at Amazon. It's been 4 years now. And my expertise lies in designing secure solutions and leading a team of engineers to deliver multiple different program initiatives.
I got you.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's a
so
brief
much for the
introduction.
background. Yeah, thank you. What drew you to ServiceNow as a platform? I know you talked about getting your master's and working as a software programmer yourself. At what point did ServiceNow come into your professional experience, and how did it lead to you getting the role that you have now?
So my journey with ServiceNow started in 2014. I was hired as a senior developer there, and I was able to work on multiple different modules of ServiceNow. And I kind of picked up the performance analytics module then, and then gradually moved into multiple different applications like ITSM, ITBM, GRC, etc., and ITOM as well. So yeah, so starting from 2014 till now.
Yes, 10 years. I love it. So you talked about in your intro, you now find yourself as a manager in Amazon. Please describe your role, your responsibilities, both from your individual, but then also the team that you oversee.
So currently I'm leading the third-party security engineering team, and it has a mix of data engineers and dev engineers. So basically we are supporting the third-party security team with our engineering support, as in we develop and design technical solutions for them, and they are our customers. So coming to my role, so I have transitioned to a software developer manager from a senior solution architect role within Amazon. So when I was a senior solution architect, I was actually owning the entire architecture and design of the entire platform. So at times, even now, along with my managerial role, I still play that role. And I think it kind of helps me because it gives me a deeper understanding of the entire project.
Yeah. It's always good for leadership to still remain hands-on, because they can communicate with the team and understand
Exactly.
things at the ground level. Look, Amazon is, one of the most famous tech brands in the world, well known as being an incredible place to work. As somebody who is now there in a leadership capacity, what's your experience been like working at Amazon? I know in some of the conversations we were having off air, there's so many different teams. So the scope and scale of ServiceNow in Amazon is hard to quantify in any one team. But just from looking at your own experience, the team that you oversee, what's it like? What's the culture like? What's the day-to-day? What's the environment?
Yeah, so the team culture is quite friendly. We have multiple different social events as well. So I know that a couple of just weeks ago, my Seattle team had been to a sailboat social event where they were all having a team event there. So likewise, we have multiple different other social events as well for team building, such as maybe just painting or go-karting, top golf, etc. Now, coming to the actual work, so the team building, so the team culture and environment is actually built around innovation, collaboration, and also ownership. So basically, we are encouraged to think big and also experiment and also take risk, calculated risk. And the company also supports this culture where we are taking data driven decisions and also are customer focused. We are a company that is always having this customer obsession. You'll hear it all across Amazon.
You and I were speaking just before we started recording this, and I know there's some limitations on what you can share about the specifics of where Amazon is investing money in ServiceNow. But what we can say is that there's ServiceNow is doing a really good job for Amazon, and it's going to continue to be that way. We can't really give too much more away than that. Speaking to an audience of ServiceNow professionals like you who listen into the show, they want to learn about what's going on in different companies. Sometimes it's about the technical projects. Sometimes it's just to hear about the environment and the culture. It's obvious with Amazon, big household name. So I want to give you the opportunity to speak to the ServiceNow community who are listening to this, potential future employees of yours, potential future teammates. Why Amazon ServiceNow Group is a good place to work in your experience. What have you learned since joining? What have you enjoyed? And if you were speaking to one of your friends who was interviewing for a ServiceNow job at Amazon, what would you tell them?
So first of all, if you join Amazon, you'll be working with all these brilliant minds, right? So everybody's super intelligent. They know their stuff. Amazon itself is the most innovative company in the world, right? So you'll be given opportunities to work on some of the most impactful projects, right? And within Amazon as well, there are a lot of skill building programs and trainings that you can leverage to improve on your skill set. So even though there are just a couple of teams that are using ServiceNow, that's also a huge number, right? If you go by count, right?
Yeah.
So it's a good place to work. You're going to learn a lot, and you're absolutely going to grow professionally over the years.
Slesha, thank you so much for coming on today and talking to us. I'm glad we finally got this done. And it was great to learn about your own background, your journey to Amazon, and a little bit of insight into the work that you're doing. Even though we can't tell everyone the full details, what we can tell them is there's incredible work happening in Amazon with ServiceNow. There's some really exciting projects. There's investment in the platform, and there's going to be opportunities for people to come and join you and your team to work there in the near term. So we wish you, the team, and everyone at Amazon using ServiceNow the very best of luck, and look forward to having you back on the show again in the near future.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Alldus podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and any Android podcast of choice. You can also head over to our website, www.alldus.com, to listen to more podcasts, view our open roles, and stay up to date with industry news. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more great episodes coming very soon.